Hi, community. Ushers are walking up and down the aisles with QR codes if you want to scan for the program, so keep an eye out for them. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lucky Simswanko.
I'm Paco Reyna.
And I'm Danielle Soriano.
And we're your PCN 46 producers.
Annually, the UC Berkeley Pilipinx community showcases Pilipinx Culture Night, or PCN, as a way to creatively celebrate our community and our heritage on the world-renowned stage of Zellerbach Hall. Many students over these 5 decades have participated in PCN, often dubbing it as a rite of passage in one's college experience. We stand on the shoulders of those who come before us to showcase our homage to our experience and our Pilipinx American culture under the scope of the diaspora.
Pilipinx American Alliance, formerly Filipino Students Association, was established in the wake of the Third World Liberation Front movement in 1969, a movement that started in SFSU and eventually came to UC Berkeley in an effort to establish a third world college. Fighting alongside other communities of color, PAA was grounded through their roots in political struggle and continues to seek the enhancement of the representation of Pilipinx and Pilipinx Americans on the Berkeley campus and the larger community. In 1976, PAA hosted its first PCN, and what started as a community dinner accompanied by Filipino traditional folk dances has formed into an ongoing effort to reclaim our space and commemorate our interwoven identities that is still carried through our resilience and strength to this day. So what does PCN look like now?
"46 years later, PCN finds itself transforming time and time again that goes beyond us in our college years. PCN, across generations, has come in different colors, in different faces, and in different experiences. Nonetheless, these differences have led us to the same warmth, the same tenderness, the same feeling of community through creativity and culture. PCN has reinvented what it means to be a part of the show. Being in PCN does not simply mean performing on a stage. It is finding yourself in the narratives. Despite the unforeseen circumstances of COVID-19, PCN still found its way to the limelight through the means of a successful 2-day virtual production last year. But this year, we're back. But we want to emphasize that we are also not the same.
We first joined the PCN space in our freshman year. We didn't realize it would have been our last in-person production. We want to pay our respects to PCN 44, Mula sa Buwan, which was unfortunately canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And PCN 45, Sa Ilalim ng Araw, which was the first virtual PCN in UC Berkeley's history. And of course, PCN 43, Malaya, which was our first introduction to the PCN space our freshman year of college. We want to honor these productions and the legacy that they've created. Now, as PCN 46 producers and working on a small memory of what we remember and what has been told, it was difficult and puzzling to accept that PCN would not be the same as previous years, but also that it shouldn't have to look the same.
And that left very big shoes for us to fill, and people have expectations and visions of what PCN should look like, and we were never given the opportunity to fully learn and comprehend what that means within our whole 4 years at Berkeley. COVID-19 was an unprecedented time, and we were left to grapple with the traditions that we weren't able to familiarize ourselves with. With an awkward transition, we often found ourselves wondering, how do we bridge the knowledge gap between the traditions of the 45 years of PCN before us? We concluded to continue breaking down traditions as what has been done and pave our way to create more sustainable traditions. Although fearful that we wouldn't be able to carry on past traditions, we were also presented with the opportunity to create new ones and reshape PCN to our generation. This year, we found ourselves reinventing the space once again, and we hope that in doing so, we cultivate new traditions to be passed down, and maybe even encourage them to be changed.
This year's production has brought together a cast and crew who have poured endless amounts of passion and countless hours practicing to bring these narratives to life. To each and every person on the creative team and the PCN 46 cast, we cannot express our gratitude and love for your dedication and hard work enough. You all have given so much to turn what had started out as an idea and given it life as a production. Though at times the process and planning of this production was not easy, we have undoubtedly gained greater insight and fostered a sense of community.
PCN is more than just a play. It is the expression of community, our community. At times, we may feel apart and distant, especially after the hardships that everyone has faced in these past 2 years. Yet through our resilience, we have managed to create something beautiful in the face of adversity. We thank the Pilipinx American Alliance and the greater Pilipinx community for their constant support. This production would not be possible without them.
On behalf of our cast, creative team, and Pilipinx American Alliance, thank you for joining us today, and we hope that you enjoy the show.
Everyone say, enjoy the show. Enjoy the show. Everyone say, live, laugh, love. Live, laugh, love. Everyone say, slay. Slay.
Hello, everyone. Hi. Hello, we are the writers for this year's PCN 46, Salamin ng Puso, which translates to Mirror of the Heart. My name is Celeste Noel Bustria. Hello. PCN 46 is a story of a family, a reflection of our own. And in this story, we are called to ask, what does love look like? To what extent is it hereditary? How do we break cycles? PCN 46 touches on generational trauma, domesticity, forgiveness, gendered labor, love and loving, homes and homemaking. This script began at the cafe quite literally across the street, and over a year, our stories slowly interwove, held hands, and brought each other close together. And now our stories are standing alongside each other.
Hi everyone, my name is Hannah Estelano and I'm another writer for PCN 46. And in the writing room, we truly cherished the many moments in which we mirrored each other's thoughts and feelings as we wrote this script. And the script is truly itself an offering of our collective memory and dream for each other to heal as we grow more into adulthood. And I'm extremely excited for everyone's families to experience it along with us.
Hi y'all, I'm Isabella Colmenar. I'm another writer for PCN 46. The title of our script is Salamin ng Puso, Mirror of the Heart. And in the writing room, we became our own mirrors. We healed and learned as we created. We held hands at all times. We practiced loving in all its forms and found the courage and strength to write about it. This script is a culmination of our tenderness, our hurt, our forgiveness. This process has seen me grow alongside our three characters, Anya, Uma, and Laila. And I hope you hold these characters as close to your heart as I do, and as we all do.
Hello, my name is Johan Lorraine Alvarado, and I am one of the writing directors of PCN 46. Salamin ng Puso is a letter to all the people who have showed me how to love and be loved, to all the people who have showed me new definitions of home. If you listen closely, you could hear their heartbeats pulse in between the lines of the script. And to my wonderful writers, thank you all for holding me through all my melancholy and whist, and you all are literal poetry.
Hi, my name is Salamin Estanilo Kamson, and I'm one of the writing directors for this year's PCN. I would like to thank the Writers' Room for being my chosen family this year. They've shown me all the ways we can overcome and relearn love. It's been more than just a creative process with them. It's been a shared space of creative vulnerability. To my family, my mom and her mother, and to any family that might resonate with this story, I trust we will always try to find our way back to each other. And I hope that this story can find its way into your own home. Ingat!
Magandang hapon sa lahat! Good afternoon, everyone! On behalf of the PAA, Filipino American Alliance, we would like to welcome you all to the 46th annual Pilipinx Cultural Night, Salamin ng Puso. My name is Danielle Soriano.
And I'm Lucky Simswanko. I'm also proud to introduce Paco Reyna, who unfortunately couldn't join us today, but he sends his love, and we feel his joyous energy with us here today.
And we're your PCN 46 producers!
But before we begin, we do have a few house rules. Please take this time now to silence your cell phones, as well as refrain from flash photography in respect to our cast and your fellow audience members. And also, masks should be on at all times inside Zellerbach Hall.
We ask you all as an audience and community members to watch the show with an open mind. Our entire cast is excited for you all to watch and experience Salamin ng Puso. Feel free to laugh, cry, applaud during our show. Also, please be mindful of all the exits. In case of an emergency, they are marked with green lights that say exit. Lastly, there are no food allowed in this wonderful venue, so please leave your snacks and baon unopened and untouched.
With that being said, welcome and enjoy watching PCN 46 Salamin ng Puso.
Please rise for the national anthems. One, two. Bayang magiliw, pelas ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisiil. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mo'y bughaw. Madilag ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kisap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nanininig. Ang bituin at araw niyang kailan may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng luwal at ipagsinta. Buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mga api ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
voicemail and I'll get back to you ASAP.
Good morning. About last night, I'm sorry. I didn't notice that you left until after my mom called, and the call went on for way longer than I expected. And I'm sorry. I don't know if you heard, but I couldn't tell her. I don't know, it felt so rough. I don't know how to break a topic like that to her. There was just so much resistance and so much static. And I mean, I'm sure mom's questions about the future and the kids and all that stuff was scary for you too. Walang hiya si mama. But I don't know. She asked me about my exhibition. It all felt so scripted, like we're talking from A to B and I am left at point C. And when she's asking me questions, it's like she's telling rather than talking, and it's like she's there, but she's not actually present. Oh, and when she started asking me about my exhibition, so I start going into all of why I picked the venue and the lighting and all of these photography lessons that I've learned over the years, and I'm just telling her about how passionate I am about all of this, and when I go to ask for her input, she goes, "I'm excited." What do you want me to say to that? Oh my God, like, it's like every time I talk to her, it's just the same thing. And when she asks me questions, does what I say even matter at that point? I don't know. I have no idea where her head is at half the time. I have no idea where I am half the time, and I don't know where you are. Anyways, text me. Please just let me know that you're okay. I love you. I'm sorry.
Skyscrapers bow at your feet. Birds make you crowns with their wings. You're the reason I go to sleep. 'Cause you're the one in my dreams. At least you used to be the one that's in my head, the one that's in my dreams, the one that's in my bed. You used to make me float, you used to make me fly. All I need was one dose. Now your shit don't get me high. I want something special.
Lola, how much salt should I put in this?
I trust you, Apo. Put in however much as your heart tells you. Ay, ano ba yan? Twice as much as your heart tells you.
Lila! In the kitchen, Ma. Anak, where are my car keys? Oh, good, you're up. I just started making breakfast. I couldn't find the butter, but I don't know if you know where I put it.
I have to get to work. Where are my car keys?
Ma, your shift doesn't start for another hour. Can you sit down? Lola cut up some mangoes.
Car keys.
Second drawer, but Ma, please. Your shift doesn't start for another hour. Please, can you sit down?
What's going on with you? You never cook.
I just felt like cooking today. And anyways, Ma, I really wanted to ask you something. I've been working on my...
Lila, I don't have time for this.
Ma.
Lila! Uma! Listen to your daughter.
As if you ever listened to me, Nai. What I wanted to say was that, Ma, I've been working so hard on my portfolio. I've been learning so much. I even have one of my local art. I have one of my art pieces featured in the local art gallery.
You never told me
downtown.
about a gallery. Oh, that photograph was beautiful. I'm so proud of you, Apo.
So you show your Lola, but not me. Ma, I'm sorry. anytime I start to talk about stuff like this, you don't seem very interested.
You know what? It's fine. Excuse me, I have to get to work.
New morning, same routine. 3 cups of rice and a prayer. Call out, but no one hears me. Like I'm the only one there. Same small town, old friends and foes. We all know this story. Little girl buys a one-way ticket out. Finds all the fame and the glory. But who does she leave behind? But who does she leave behind? Just smile and hold it together. Just smile 'cause it doesn't matter whether you live or just survive. Cracks in the walls, we ignore them, we rise, we fall, we slam all the doors and we live it every time. Words feel like the coffee, bitter but warm to the touch. What I'd give to know a different kind of love. I look in the mirror, I wonder what I see. A flower, a memory of who you used to be. Watch this garden grow. These storms, they take their toll. If I just close my eyes and let it go, no need to cry, it's in God's control. Wonder when we'll see the light, wonder how you sleep at night, knowing every moment could be a goodbye. Through my head 1,000 times, if you could have changed your mind, knowing you would leave me behind. Tell me why, 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 tell me why. Just smile and hold it together. Just smile 'cause it doesn't matter whether you live or just survive. Cracks in the walls, we ignore them, we rise, we fall, we slam all the doors and we live it every time. We live it every time.
My God! She wants me to talk to her, but she won't listen, and when I don't talk to her, she gets hurt? How is that fair?
Oh, Apo. I don't know what's wrong. Maybe it's too much like looking at herself.
So, are we gonna talk about what happened?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I know it's scary talking to your mom about this.
She asks a lot. Sometimes I feel like she says so much without actually saying anything at all.
I know. So, you didn't tell her yet?
Couldn't really fit it in, is that it?
I feel like you're being a bit avoidant right now.
I'm sorry for making you feel that way.
You don't need to apologize for how I feel. I'm just saying it feels like a one-way conversation. That's all, Lila.
I'm talking to you. Unlike you did, I kept calling.
Okay, well, your voicemail said the same thing. You're saying sorry for what? For what, Lila? For me being upset? You're not sorry for making me upset? Lila, you don't need to apologize for how I feel. It's a shitty apology.
What do you want from me, Haraya? You want me to talk about what happened? Fine, I will. What went down between me and my mom this morning was a complete shit show. She had no interest in what I was saying, and all she did was ask the same suffocating questions. How are you planning to make money from this? You want to have kids eventually, right? When? And I was there on the other side of that phone call, practically choking, and you were gone. You were gone when I needed you. I get it. My family's fucked up.
Hey, I never said any of that.
You didn't have to. I could see it in your eyes immediately as I hung up. Kawawasha.
I do not pity you. Everything I hear about you and your family is through you. That's on you, not me. I'm trying to be a supportive partner.
I don't need your help. I'm not a case.
Okay, then what, leave it alone?
It's not your mom. It's not your problem.
Fair, but I love you too much to let you crumble.
You should love me enough to let me. I'm a good artist, right? I break and then I become something.
And then where am I? Collateral damage? Lila, I wasn't even gonna talk about your family. The yelling and cursing about the future? No, that's not why I left. I wanted to talk about our family, actually. Or rather, the one that you said, and I quote, could never fathom.
So what, you're ready to be a parent now at 22?
No! But I don't know. Shit, Lila, maybe one day. The point is that you took away any of my say. My autonomy, my motherhood with those 3 words. You decided for us. If the day ever comes, I think you'd be a great mother.
Am I supposed to want to be a mother? How am I supposed to bring a child into this world knowing that it's tainted with this possibility that I could be better than my mom? How am I supposed to take everything that's broken and make something of it?
You only notice things are broken if you know what they look like. Unbroken, put together. You're just protecting someone else from getting hurt in the shards.
So in becoming a mother, I'll protect my kid from what's happened to me?
I'm talking about you, Lila. Cleaning up the mess between you and your mom is the only way to protect yourself from getting hurt anymore. Otherwise, having a kid would just mean more band-aids, more shards in places you didn't expect. A mother is expected to be a savior, but who saves her?
My mother's not a bad person. She doesn't know how to love me the way that I need it. And it's so fucking unfair how much I care for things that feel hopeless, but
you also resent her for it. I know.
She's scared of the scary conversations and the disasters that might come from it. But you're right. I take blame. I take her blame.
What's the way you need it?
What?
She doesn't know how to love me the way I need it, so what do you need?
When I ask her how she feels, I want her to tell me. And then I want her to ask me. That's it. Just earthquakes and all, just to speak to me.
I wish I knew how to make you feel better.
Me too.
You know, if we're going too fast with all of this, we can push it back. We can wait until you're ready.
No. I want this. Really, I do. It's just going after one thing for so long and then actually going for it. It's really scary. And my mom, she's holding me at this ledge, and I don't want you to think that I don't want this, okay? I do. I really, really do.
Me too. I'm ready for train rides to work with you.
And ice skating at the Rockefeller.
And extremely expensive coffee.
And cussing out the taxi drivers that might run us over.
Of course. Big city, huh?
You feeling small already?
Never. When we're together, it feels like everything belongs to us. The train station, the Rockefeller, the extremely expensive coffee, even the roads filled with shitty taxi drivers. All ours.
Ours.
All new places to see you, to meet you again. Lila, what you thinking about?
Nothing. Everything. Nothing and everything.
Okay. Tell me one nothing.
My mom and I fought again this morning. It wasn't even about anything, just breakfast, but it always happens. She never listens to me. She never talks to me. She doesn't even look at me most of the time. It's kind of like I'm talking to a block of ice.
Okay. Now tell me one everything.
I can't stop thinking about the day that it won't be like this anymore. I mean, this time next year, we're going to be halfway across the country.
Okay. Close your eyes.
Not this again. You know this feels dumb.
I know, but just do it. For me?
Fine.
Okay. It's you and me in the city. What do you see?
Well, we live in a tiny apartment.
Of course.
But it's beautiful. It has brick walls and big windows and lots of green everywhere. We get to eat breakfast together each morning. You finally get me a cat, and I don't know, it's small and it's lived in. It's a little bit broken, but it's ours.
It's ours. What else?
The streets are alive. It's never silent. My eyes are new, and the world bends over backwards to show us how beautiful it is.
As the night closes in, I have nothing to to show you that my love is true. Darling, I will hold you close because love, I see you in my life. There's no way I'd rather love without you by my side. There's no way I'd rather love without you. When I close every door, saw you can't help but adore. I first saw you with that smile, singing those songs under the lights. Darling, I will hold you close because love, I see you in my life. There's no way I'd rather love without you by my side. There's no way I'd rather love without you. Baby, there's no time in holding myself back. I'll keep loving you, and I will give you everything you need. There's no way I'd rather love without you. Because love, I see you in my life. There's no way I'd rather love without you by my side. There's no way I'd rather love without you. There's no way I'd rather love without you. Haraya,
Yeah?
I'm scared.
It's okay to be scared. I'm scared too. But it's us, remember? You and me.
You and me?
I just hope that as much as you're scared, you're excited too.
I am excited. It's just, I can't help but feel like a coward for running away. My mom did that her whole life, and it's like she never learned how to stop. She even ran out on me this morning.
But we aren't running away, remember? Running towards.
We're running towards.
I wanna wake up with you when it's nearly 6 a.m. I wanna move out of this city. I can't hear myself think anymore, but you've got 9 a.m. So don't you? And I've got a shift in the morning, wrapping cables downtown.
Nako, sobrang init dito. Thought we let the heat in the Philippines.
I told you to wear your sando. It's July, Zeph.
Nai, do you have water?
Yes, I do, anak.
Fresh start, huh, guys? What's wrong, honey? Tired?
I'm okay, Tai. It's just the plane ride was long. That's it.
I know. But look, what do you see?
A lot of people.
Yes. What else?
Zeph.
We're gonna be here for a while. I just want her to be familiar.
It's been a long trip, and you know that she's having a hard time.
She's going to thank us. Her school is amazing.
She was in her last year of school sa Pinas. Can you let her be upset?
She's outgoing and she will meet new people.
Tai! I see Aladdin right there! I think it's a musical or something. We should go watch it.
Yes, oh my God. We could not watch Aladdin at home. And look at you. You sing so good. Watch, you'll be on one of those posters one day, Mrs. Leia Salonga.
It's so pretty out here, Tai. There's so many buildings and lights around us.
I knew you'd love it. Here, come, sit. Wow. Look at you both. So beautiful even after a 19-hour flight.
And a 30-minute walk.
Even that. Think of all of the things we're gonna do here. All of the places we're gonna go for the first time, together. Uma, you're gonna be on Broadway. Nai, you're gonna own your own business.
Oh, talaga?
And I'm gonna buy us a house right next to the city.
In the stars na lang. When are you ever going to come back down?
Never, love, never. Look, I know you're scared and tired, and it's gonna take us a while to get there, but look at where we are. One day, we'll step out of our balcony and see all these people. See how tiny they are from up there. We'll have the world at our fingertips. What a beautiful view.
Love. How far is your work from this new apartment?
Just an hour.
An hour?
Oma, I'm sorry. The homes next to my work are just too expensive.
But Tai, how is there supposed to be an us if it's just me and Nai at home?
Here, tingnan mo. That's the I-81. It's the freeway entrance.
Great, Tai. What a lovely view to look at.
If you trace that down, all the way down, exited, continued down a couple more streets, went down a little more and made a couple turns.
Okay.
You'd find our apartment, our new home. Look, the point is, if it were just me at this bench, and you and I were at home, if I walked far enough, if I walked long enough, I'd eventually reach you. Look, the roads are busy and scary and long and windy, but somehow, if I make the right turns, I'll get back to you. I promise I won't ever be too far to get back to you.
Okay, I'm gonna go to that shop over there. I see some really nice photos inside, okay?
Oh, ingat ha!
Back in 15, okay, honey?
I think that we'll be good here. It's loud, but quiet at the same time.
Thank you.
For what?
Leaving. Look, I know there's people you left behind, dreams behind, family behind.
I just want what's best for our Uma.
We're gonna give it to her. She's gonna be great here. You will too.
Well, I hope that there's good food here, or at least a good market around.
Like I said, no roads too long. We'll find a home here. I promise.
Anong ulam?
Giniling, Nay.
Ay, my favorite.
Really?
No, it's not.
Ha? Todo naman.
Not the way I make it.
Ay, it's okay, Uma. Magsarap pa rin to. Pero, did you know, Lila, your lolo used to make the best giniling.
It was his favorite?
We would make it all the time, even with Uma.
But you don't make it like he did?
I never liked the way he did things.
I have some news.
Ha? Relax, anak. Hindi siya maaaring buntis.
Ha? Lola. What I meant to say, I'm moving.
Saan?
New York.
Ay! Galing! Ay, galing ang apo ko! Oh my goodness! Ay! Oh, you know, Lila, New York was your mother's favorite place that we ever visited as a family.
When did you go?
I forgot. Kailan yun, Uma? You're going to love it there.
I'm moving with Haraya.
Ooh, you'll both love it there. Mga artista.
Ma?
I'm sorry, Apo. You know how your mama gets.
Yeah, maybe I should have just left in the middle of the night like she did. I'm sorry. Pasensya na, Lola. You didn't do anything.
Okay lang. Just words lang.
It still hurts.
With your mama, her silences are worse. Sleep na ako, Apo.
When I was young, I wanted to see the world through my mama's eyes. She bought me a camera so I could experience the world for myself, but I would just stare at the people, the places, the things that she would look at. She would get this look in her eye, the kind that looks like remembering. But then she would shake her head and turn away, as if running away from her thoughts, her memory. I've never felt lonelier than when I'm with her, as if I was grasping at a ghost. And so when her back was turned, I would take photographs of these objects of her perception. Just jealousy to my fingertips. And later on, in the corner of my childhood room, I would scour these photographs for remnants of her, as if somehow I could piece together her silences, and that way I could understand her. Everything I've ever created has her in it, but she remains on the borders, always trying to escape. How can I resent her for leaving when that's all she's ever taught me? How can she resent me? It's all I've ever known. And I'm leaving, yes, but I am running towards something, someone that feels like home. Thanks for cooking, Ma.
Of course.
About what I said,
You're gonna do it regardless of what I say.
Okay, but I still want to know what you're thinking.
I think that you're young and that these are growing pains. You're excited and you want something more that I can't give you.
Will you visit?
What kind of question is that?
Well, if I don't talk, then who does?
I don't know, Lila. Can you just clean, please? You're only 22, Lila. If you go, what happens, huh? You're going out there without any clue of what you'll find. You call that fun? I call that naive, anak.
I have friends and teachers that live there. They love it there. There are these studios that I could work at.
What about their families, their mothers? I don't care what they do or like, Lila. You are doing fine here.
That's not the point. My pictures, my portfolio would be so much better if I could just live a little bit more.
Ay naman, those pictures na naman with you. It's always about those pictures, Lila. You know what? I have always supported you. But this, a picture is a picture, whether here or in New York.
Ma, I never said that you didn't support me.
Who do you have there then, huh? Your friends are gonna help you find a job, pay for your rent while you wait?
Shit, maybe.
Hoy, yung bibig mo! This is the first time I've heard of them.
I'm not as naive as you think. I've saved up for this. And Haraya's there.
No.
No. Since when did you have a say?
I thought you wanted me to talk.
But you don't want to listen.
I have listened.
When? Ma, thank you for everything. Really. You work, you cook, you help me buy supplies, you welcome Haraya. But all I wanted to do was talk.
Talk? Let's talk, Lila, because I am talking to you and I am telling you to stay. You're right, Anak. I have done so much for you. That's because you're my entire world. You want to go to New York, take some pictures, see the rest of the world, but my world is right here, staring at me, asking to leave me. What did I do to deserve this?
It's not about you!
I lost control.
It's not against you.
But why?
I don't know, Anak, but it's not you. That I know for sure.
How do I stop missing at night?
Hi, community. We will now be taking our 15-minute intermission. Please use this time to use the restroom, grab a snack, or whatever else you may need to do. Again, we'll see you in 15 minutes. Thank you.
drive you away. I know what you're saying. You say, oh, someone you love. But I promise you this, I'll always look out for you. Yeah, that's what I'll do. See,
Is all I got? Is this enough? Hey Lord, I wanna stay. Hey Lord, just want to say all the things on my mind, like how I wish I could just call you mine. When you walk by, I just sigh, wishing you knew, but I can't find the words to say I love you. I do. Find the words to say I love you, I do. You got my words twisted so many times. Now I'm spitting butterflies. You know I can't describe the feeling deep inside. You got my world turning, head spinning. Now you got me dizzy. I just wanna know if you're breathing on my side. You got my words twisted so many times. Now I'm spinning butterflies. You know I can't describe the feeling deep inside. You got my world turning, head spinning. Now you got me dizzy. I just wanna know if you're reading on my side.
Making the money to get by, smoking the Pink Floyd every night, and I feel sick 'cause every day I pay the price. Taking a walk to shake it off. I'm trying to believe in what I want. I don't know what else I can say. I made it this way. They say there's nothing to lose, but I lose it every day. They say there's nothing to lose, but I lose it every day. I'll find a place, I'll find a place, somewhere special. I'll find a place, I'll find a place, somewhere special. Mom and Dad moved away from home to Santa Clarita years ago, just so that I could catch my dream. I own everything. Honestly, I could really cry. I hope that they look back on their life and see that I tried, I tried, I tried, I tried, I tried. They say there's nothing to lose, but I lose it every day. They say there's nothing to lose, but I lose it every day. I'll find a place, I'll find a place, somewhere special.
المصدوق إنما بالمصدوق.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Just like your mother. And no matter how angry you get, you'll never be your father. I promise you.
I'm just gonna like play around with this like a little bit. Stairs.
Ooh, looks so damn good. Make me wanna call out work. Ooh, you feel so damn good. Make me wanna put in work. Oh yeah. Think I like it now. Think I like this, yeah. I don't ever want to leave your side. I come like grit. Oh, come on, out of shit. You got me head over heels like I'm wearing stilettos. I got a ride, you got a rhythm, I can't stop dancing, moving my feet, dancing.
Let me put some words in here.
You got a smile.
Hi, community. We're going to be starting again in about 2 minutes. So please make your way back to your seats. Again, we're starting in about 2 minutes.
Got your back, we gon' ride. paano nahulog sa'yo. Naramdaman lang bigla ng puso. Aking sinta, ikaw lang nagparamdam nito. Kaya sabihin mo sa'kin ang tumatakbo sa isip mo. Kung mahal mo na rin ba ako, isayaw mo ako. Sa gitna ng ulan, mahal ko. Kapalit man nito'y buhay ko. Gagawin ang lahat para sa'yo. Alam kong mahal mo na rin ako. Binibini, sabi mo noon sa'kin ayaw mo pa. Pero ang yakap ngayon'y kakaiba. Hindi ka ba nalilito? Totoo na bang gusto ko? Huwag nang labanan ng puso. Alam kong mahal mo na ako. Kung ganun, halika na't huwag lumayo. Isayaw mo ako. Sa gitna ng ulan, mahal ko. Kapalit man nito'y buhay ko. Gagawin ang lahat.
I'll always remember you this way, Lola. The quilts, the living room. I think you look the most like yourself in this light.
Ilaw ng tahanan. The light of the home.
It's rare. It's the lighting of memories. It's hazy, it's soft, it's warm. It begs us to look a little. Ma doesn't really like taking photos.
She doesn't see the world the way that you do, Lila.
She doesn't have to. I just kind of wish she would be in mine more. Sometimes it's too much to ask her to smile at me.
She's been like that since she was a child, Apo. And it's not just you. Sometimes I feel as though she's still trying to figure out how to smile for herself most days. Oh, let me try to take a picture of you. Hi. Okay.
Okay.
Apo, you don't really smile either.
You still take photos of me the same way you did when I was a kid. And I don't know, I guess I don't really like my smile. I think I look the most natural in this pose.
But you should always try to smile, Lila. Please, at least just for me. It reminds me so much of the one that I missed out on for so long.
Up. Here, let's take a photo together. I'll always try to smile for us, Lola.
Oh. Can't help but wonder what could have, may have, and should have. I wonder
but wonder if I gave you myself to you, my little girl. If I promised you love a little more than that. Can't help but wonder what could have, may have, and should have. I wonder what would have happened if you gave me your sincere love. No better than I did back then. Can't help but wonder if we could stitch this up like you know how she did. So the seems to hear you say I love yourself. No matter what you do, could you promise me love a little more than that? Can't help but wonder what could have. I never wanted to let you down. Pick up the pieces, left patch them up. We'll try to make it right this time. No better than I did before. Now that I see myself in you, no better now, please forgive me. My love, what she is still wanting.
There are times when I just want to look at your face with the stars in the night. There are times when I just want to feel your embrace in the cold night. I just can't believe that you are mine now. You were just a dream that I once knew. I never thought I would be right for you. I just can't compare you with anything in this world. You're all I need to be with forevermore.
Anak? What's wrong?
Today was the last day he picked me up from school. It's been a year.
Galit ka pa rin?
Of course I'm still angry. I don't understand how you aren't. Nai, I don't understand you at all.
What do you not understand?
You loved him so much that you forgot yourself. You forgot me. I don't even recognize you anymore. You go to sleep and wake up and do nothing. I go home to a home that's being haunted. I go to school and I'm reminded of what we lost. It's like you left with him.
And maybe that's because a part of me did.
And I don't understand how you let that happen. Because now I have to pick up all the broken pieces, and not all of them were created by him.
Art class. The teacher just suggested I make a card for my father, my mother. It's unfair that this is all I have, the emptiness.
I slept straight through the morning, and I'm still yawning now. All these distractions keep me from hanging out. No, I don't feel I could ever be myself around them. But when you're around me, I feel like I could do all things. When you come towards me, my heart beats like bird wings, and I never knew love was something I dreamed of so much. But seeing your face, love, I know I've seen it before. And it's so clear to me, I found my destiny, and it's holding on to your heart. It's clear to me, I found my missing piece. It's your heart, and it's safe and sound.
Hello, anak. Kumusta ka na?
Layla, did you call the other day? I'm sorry, Mr. Call.
I know we haven't talked in a while, but I received your letters. Pasensya na, I've been too busy to answer. Mahirap magsulat ngayon. It's easier to talk on the phone, no?
You never really reach out. I'm guessing that's your mother's influence, but I was surprised.
Anyways, it's been a year since I've seen you.
When was the last time we were together?
At least that's what your nanay said when she left a voicemail.
Oh, she told me to stay away, to wait for your call.
Malamang malaki ka na. I hope you understand why I had to leave.
Layla, I hope you understand I didn't want to leave, but staying
Staying
hurt too much.
Your life is your own, Uma.
Keep your loved ones close, Layla.
Everything is moving fast at work again. I may have to move, not sure where. I'll give you a phone number and an address soon, pero alam mo, I'll be very busy. Don't know when I can talk again.
Uma, she's doing what she believes is best for you. She always has. I always used to say that her life was yours, and she never really had one to herself. Her entire world is you. And there's not much room for anyone else. Anyways, you can call me back anytime. I want to know what you had to say, if it was a hello or even a goodbye.
Paalam, Uma.
Ingat, okay?
We're sorry.
a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the number and try your call again.
Lila?
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the number and try your call again.
Hello?
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the number and try your call again.
Are you there?
my name, and it broke my head in two. I'll celebrate on the day that I get the news. And I'll count down the ways I'll be wishing that I was you. But I can't call away the way you do. So I'll stay.
So, whose idea was it to go?
Sorry, Paul?
Was it you or Lila who wanted to go to New York?
I guess it was mutual.
I see. That's good.
Why?
Napakahirap. It's hard moving. Harder when you do with others. Leaving and going, they don't mean the same thing. I worry whether one of you is going and the other one is leaving.
I'm not sure what that means, Tita.
Well, what's in New York for you both?
Well, Lila really wants to kickstart her career there, and I'm looking into a school in...
No, anak. Para sa inyong dalawa. What's in New York for you both, together?
A beginning, a fresh start.
My father said the same thing.
Really? We're that cliche, huh?
When we arrived here, I saw this poster of Aladdin on Broadway. And he had told me that one day I was going to be singing on Broadway as well. I sang the national anthem to him once, off key, mind you. And suddenly I was Miss Leia Salonga to him. And I said his head was in the stars. Makes sense.
Tita, where is he?
Still in the stars. Unreachable.
Can I ask what happened, Tita?
We moved here when I was 17, not of my own choice, but Tai said the jobs are good and I wanted to follow him. I figured the schools are nice here, but bottom line was we were leaving home in search of a new one that Nai and I didn't ask for. Tai was going, but we were leaving. It was a lot better here than I expected. I mean, I did love it here, and so did Nai, but all of our plans were his, and all of our hopes and dreams were his. And when he left, there was nothing of our own. He said he had a business trip. A week delay became a month, and then a year. And then he came back, or at least his money did.
I'm so sorry, Tita.
It's okay, anak. I'm okay now, trust me.
It must have been tough growing up. No wonder you're so strong.
I had to help Nai. Lila Zola took it hard. We had nothing of our own. It was like building a home without any instructions. All we had was scraps left from the move. So, all I ask from Lila is that she learn from me. Don't do things without thinking, don't mess around with what's already good, and don't leave for someone else.
I hope you know I'd never abandon her like that.
I know, anak. I'm sorry. I'm just adjusting. What time is Lila coming?
I texted her a while back. I don't think she's responded yet.
Oh?
You know, maybe I should just go. It's probably better on a weekend anyways.
Wait.
Yes?
About Lila. I know she's excited to move, but a part of me still hopes she'll stay. The other day, she threw one of her plates at me. I don't think she wants to hear from me.
You know, my mom used to piss me off a lot. She still does sometimes. Yelling, throwing shit everywhere, broken doors, and plates. You know, I almost got kicked out.
Really? What changed?
I suppose a change in vision, like defrosting your windshields.
Ano?
Well, one day, I found her crying on her bed. When I opened the door and walked up to her, I thought she'd yell at me. But all she said was a knock. I don't know. It sounds dramatic, but she said it in a way I never heard before. Almost like she was begging me to just, or maybe just asking me to.
Reaching.
Yes, reaching. Her voice was so heavy. I heard her carrying so much weight. It made sense that I felt that weight too.
So what did you do?
Well, I sat beside her. My mom doesn't like hugging, so I just sat there and let her cry. It was raining, so the city was crying and the walls were weeping. But it felt like so much relief.
Really? And that worked? Crying and sitting? You didn't even say anything to each other.
Well, in my case, my mom and I talked a lot. We told each other how we felt, or rather, yelling over each other more than actually anything. But I think we both needed the silence. Seeing her crying broke my heart, but in breaking it, there was now a place for her there. And I think she felt that.
Wow, your mother sounds like a wonderful woman, Hiraya. I'm really glad that you both are so close to each other. You know, it honestly makes me really optimistic about me and Lila.
Lila says you guys don't really talk much about that kind of stuff.
Oh, no. I'm no good with words, Anak. Trust me.
I doubt that. It takes time. It's one thing to tell someone you love them. It's another thing to tell someone how you love them.
Do you understand Tagalog, Hiraya?
I heard my mom speaking it growing up, so I know some words, but just the basics.
But you respond to me sometimes, though.
Yeah, in English.
And you never tried learning?
I don't know. I would just get lost in translation, and I would get frustrated because I didn't understand.
Well, that's me when it comes to feelings like love. I grew up around a mother's love and care. I saw her cook for me, provide for me. I felt her love around me. But like you said, having love around me doesn't mean I understood it. She never told me things. You know, I just felt her love around me. I couldn't learn it from her. So I just don't know how to love Lila the way she deserves to be loved. I can't translate a foreign language. I can't show my daughter what I never learned.
I'll tell my beliefs to have you, baby. I'll dress like an and wash your swollen feet. Don't leave. Don't
Put that there.
Kaninong damit ito? Yours or Lila's?
Sa akin yan.
I don't think so. Sinuot ni Laila ang damit na to kahapon. Oh, bakit kanyan tumingin?
Okay lang ba sa'yo yon? Are you okay with her doing this?
Who?
My daughter!
It's her choice. Hayaan mo kung ano gusto niya. I cannot speak for her. Oh, anak, do you want to say something?
You cannot speak for her, but you're giving her a choice.
It is not my choice to give, but I see myself in her.
And if that were me leaving or staying behind, did I have a choice, Nay?
Times were different back then, anak.
Time? So was there not enough time for me?
Anak!
I had no choice. You gave me no choice.
We only had each other.
No, Nay. It was only you. You had me. But I had no one. Not even myself.
Anak.
By the time I realized I had Laila, huli na ang lahat. And she is all that I have.
Dapat sinabi mo sa akin.
Would it have mattered?
Anak, patawarin mo ko.
Enough,
I know
Nay. Enough.
Please, but Uma, one thing. Hiraya won't do to Laila what your father did to me.
And how would you know that?
It's in the way that she looks at her.
Who?
Hiraya.
Ano?
Look at the way that she looks at your daughter. Your father never looked at me like that. Do you remember those first days when we arrived here? You and your father would come home from picking you up from school, and I'd be seated here, waiting for him to return. I'd come in, I'd see him, I'd be smiling and expectant, but he'd just walk through me as if I wasn't even there.
Nay!
But you would come in, you would always look at me. That grin on your sun-kissed face. It is a gaze into the heart, anak. Do you feel her in your heart? Andyan pa rin siya sa puso mo. Laila needs us. She has both of us. But now she has Hiraya too.
Nay, I know that. It's just because I'm her mom.
I know. Oh, Apo. What are you looking for?
Sorry, Lola. I didn't know that you were still awake. Do you know where I can find a suitcase? I have been looking for one everywhere.
You didn't ask your mom?
No, I didn't want to bring it up.
Ah, I see. Well, I think that you're in the right place. There should be a big one. We're there. Yes. I don't think that this has been touched since we moved here.
Thanks, Lola. Lila? What's this?
Buksan mo.
Some of these pictures are from over a decade ago. Look, this one's from 3rd grade, and then this one's from 6th grade, and then, ew, this one's from sophomore year of high school. Where did you get all these?
Your nanay kept every one of them.
Oh. I always just assumed that she threw them away. I never knew. She never told me.
She never told you a lot of things, Apo. And yes, that's your mom. She loves you from afar because she's afraid to love you from up close.
I really wish that she would just love me closer.
And yes, she does, Lila. But it's hard to be a mother when all you've ever been is someone's daughter. Okay. It's getting late. I'll leave you to your packing. Good night, Apo.
Good night, Lola.
And don't forget to close the light.
Been searching for someone of my own kind. Played it back and forth, prefer to rewind. You've been living your life from the outside. Like a stranger inside of your own mind. Both been on the rise and fall, bedridden of doom and loss, like past visions of Osiris. No.
I am my mother's daughter, and I am trying not to be. But maybe it's in my blood to leave.
To leave or not to leave? How can I ask her this when I never had the courage to stay? And how many homes have I broken for it? Perhaps she is her mother's daughter.
Daughter first, mother next. She never belonged to herself. And if my first breath was her last, no wonder she loves me like that.
That feeling that I failed her. I couldn't give her a home, and now she's building one without me.
Without me, she'd be free. I am a ghost of everything that she's lost. All roots poisoned. Am I hers, or is she mine?
My rage and guilt and shame, cursed heirlooms. I never meant to give those to her too.
Too late to ask her to hold me, to tell her that I'm afraid. But maybe she alone knows the depth of this longing.
Longing, losing, lost. How can she live with all this weight? How can I?
I inherited her tongue, but not her silence. And her ugliness made her whole, but her ugly made me ugly too.
Spend too many nights with an image of my own. Won't think of myself any less because you don't know how to love me yet. I never wanted to be like you. No, I swore that I will make a home, but I can't believe I see you
I see so much of me in her.
I see so much of her in me.
And maybe that's a curse and a blessing.
She had the courage to leave.
She has the courage to love.
And in the end, I didn't ask for her in the way that she did not ask for me.
But here we are, and I think that could be love.
Okay ka lang?
Yeah. No. I don't know anymore. I understand. I understand in ways that I thought I never could.
Your mama and her silences.
Yeah.
You and your words.
Yeah. They're the same. You know, I always used to say that everything I've ever created was just a way of calling out her name.
Oh. And she was listening in her own way.
But do you think she hears you and really listens to you?
When I look at her, I see someone who doesn't want to be me. But that means that she was listening. She was paying the most attention out of everyone.
It still hurts.
Yes. Yes, it does. But that also means that I'm seeing her. Iyon lang ang hiniling niya.
I don't want her to think that I'm leaving because of her.
Huh? No. She doesn't want you to leave because of her.
Haraya. Why?
Alam niya lang na masakit magmahal. At least loudly.
So she does it quietly.
Yes. And it's my fault.
How?
No. It's not my fault. I know it's not my fault. Pero she blames me, and I don't blame her for blaming me. When your mother was young, we moved here. She had a whole family, friends, a life sa Pinas. Tuwang-tuwa siya. Always playing around in the street. She was always around people. That's all she needed, was to be around people. Pero si Zeph, your lolo, he didn't want to stay there. We had no money, no food, one bed to share between the three of us. He wanted more opportunities, for me and for Umali. In the States, she could go to a good school, she would get a good job, she would be taken care of. And then she could also take care of us. She didn't want to leave, but we did. So she had no choice. She had to say goodbye. And then we moved here. We created a new life.
One she never wanted.
One that she never wanted. And soon after, her papa, he left us. She lost her home, her family.
She had you.
No. She didn't have me. Nawala ako sa sarili ko. She had to take care of me. To be okay for the both of us.
But you left because you loved him enough to follow him.
Yes, he was my life.
And he left anyway.
Yes. And now your mama thinks that that's how every story ends.
She wants me to experience the world for myself.
And not for Hiraya or for anyone else. She doesn't want your life to be theirs.
But it is my life. I'm going where I feel loved.
I know, Apo.
Do you regret it?
No. I don't regret loving someone that much.
We will be taking a 5-minute intermission. Thank you.
Just to know you're well and thin again. Peel off the name that I gave, I knew you wore within. Forget our name, the summer spent within. For all that it's worth now, you were worth it in the end. For all of your worth, I would like shine and fall again. For all that it's worth, I would love you till the end. But I'm calling in the arms I began tonight. Bruise the hope. I'll never see the light. Choose your own, and I'll face the world, knowing that you've grown. And I'll move because move past the line. For all that it's worth now, you were worth it in the end. For all of your worth, I would upside and fall again. For all that it's worth, I would love you till the end. But I call
You still fold your laundry the way Lola taught you. Looks like my laundry when I was a kid. But we didn't have things like this back then.
Her way of folding is perfect. I mean, look how easily everything fits.
I never had the patience for it. Still, anyone who does your laundry loves you that much.
Lola seemed like a great mother.
She loved being a mom more than she loved me sometimes.
Were you a good daughter?
No, Anak, but I miss my mom the most when it came to things like this. Before you were born, I was Anya's daughter. Then for a while, I was Lester's wife. Then after you were born, I was Lila's mother. I never got to do only my laundry. I never got to live a little more. I just wanted to be myself when I was your age.
I'll have to do all of my laundry soon.
That's why we're doing it all now. Back when we were living in the old apartment, I would walk blocks to do our laundry. So it's still a little while until you have to do it all alone.
That's a funny way to buy me more time.
My love, Was I a good mom?
You didn't have to be, if it hurts you that much. But I want you to know that while I'm gone, maybe we can come back and you can tell me about your life before us. And I want to go knowing that you'll be learning for yourself. And I think our home, my new one, will always look a little like ours.
Standing still, reminiscing, unsure, forward, stepping through, and yet unknown venture. Daylight breaking horizons, glistening flowers flowing, smiling before disheartened, and yet now inspired to break a new realm, embarking. Lanterns, blooming streets, fluttering, moonlight aglow, alive. Then I'll know from where I've come from. Beautiful as my future stands bright. When the lilacs fade to light and my dreams no longer rest in my nights, I'll know I've arrived.
She grew up too fast. And now she's leaving, too. She's free. You sound young again. You and your freedoms.
And you sound the same to me. But you're good to Lila.
She gets it from you.
And I got it from you.
Umibig ako, anak. And you were all I had after. And then you wanted to leave too. Bakit? Ano ako sa'yo?
Nay, pero hindi ako sa'yo.
You've always been leaving, even before you grew up.
What was I supposed to do? You didn't give me a choice.
When did I ever do that, anak? I've only ever loved you.
Nay, I felt this this shadow of the family you thought you lost, but I was just a child. I was still alive, and do you remember when I was a kid, I would run around to show you the flowers, and eventually you got tired of it? So you'd pick me up and hold me, only so I'd stop running and tiring you out. It felt like that my entire life, Nai. You always say I grew up too fast, but I'm stuck. I'm stuck as a bad mom. I'm stuck as a bad daughter. Leaving and growing, they don't mean the same thing, Nai.
Not all of us get to be daughters and mothers, Anak. I've had friends who were mothers who had to leave their daughters behind to go overseas. I've had friends who were daughters without mothers to hold them. You're right. Leaving and growing, they're not the same thing. We were just kids playing on the street, and then one day my friend decided to leave to go overseas for work, and then she was gone. We planted flowers for her on the street that we grew up on. I loved you that way because I was afraid of this world and how it would rather return us to the earth before our mothers and our daughters. Uwi ko lang kung uwi ka.
Home? Where is that? Where does that leave the rest of us?
Do you think that we left home somewhere behind? I'm sorry, Anak. You were never a shadow. You were my everything, all of my hope, all my love, all my happiness, all my grief, all my fear, all my pain. All of it came together and became you, my Uma. Mahirap umasa sa taong kung hindi ka mahal. Is it too late for me to learn how to love you again?
Nai, we needed more than love. We needed our own lives. We needed joy. We needed peace. We needed healing. Nanay, we're all we had then and all we have now.
I will always love you how I do. Let go of a prayer for you.
I'm gonna miss this place. God, I really took you here on the third date. I knew even then.
God, I was so scared. You know, my grandparents used to stargaze, and, well, you know how that ended up. But we didn't even stargaze. We just danced. I knew even then, too.
Well, I couldn't really focus on the stars with you around. But still, let's say goodbye to the few stars we see. It's one of the only things place has, the city doesn't.
Everything's moving so fast. And the world is so big, and I feel like I can't shake myself. I always feel gone when I haven't even left yet.
Hey, hold on to me. You can cry. We're 20-something, Lila, and there's no home anymore for us. But when we get nights like this, when it feels like it's all on us, and we don't know what to do, if I can make the world smaller, I would. But I don't care about the cities and the stars. It's where you are. You're here tonight. You're there tomorrow. Is that so bad?
I just want to stay still.
Stay still or stay still?
God, I don't know anymore. It's hard to leave a place that's finally starting to feel like home.
You know, you're never really gone. You're just moving. You're moving. You're here. You're there.
You make this easier and softer and kinder. I love you so much. We're here.
I love you. We're here.
How you ain't say you was moving forward. Honesty hurts when you're getting older. I gotta say I'll miss the way you need me, yeah. Why you ain't say you was getting bored? Why you ain't say I was falling short? How you leave me out so far away? How could it be 20-something all alone, still not a thing in my name? Ain't got nothing, running from love, only no fear. That's me, Miss 20-something. Ain't got nothing, running from love, wish you were here. Oh, stuck in them 20-somethings, stuck in them 20-somethings. Good luck on them 20-somethings, good luck on them 20-somethings. But God bless these 20-somethings. God bless, oh God bless, oh God bless. Hoping my 20-somethings won't end. Hoping to keep the rest of my friends. Praying the 20-somethings don't kill me.
Where do you want these?
You can just put them in that corner over there.
This? Over there? But aren't these your high school clothes? They're still good to wear.
Ma, they don't fit me anymore. Why? You want to wear them?
Yeah, of course not. But, you know, they're still good for you to wear. I'll save it when you visit again.
Whatever.
Hoy! Isn't this mine? I was thinking about this just the other day.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ma. I wore it when I went out with Haraya last week. I guess I forgot to wash it. I'm sorry.
Why would you wear this? It's really old, Anak.
It's vintage.
Vintage. Do you want it? Take it with you.
Really?
Of course. It's gonna fit you way better than it ever fit me. I'll put it over here. That way you don't forget about it. Anak, is there anything else you need me to pack? Gabi na.
I still have like a pile of clothes to sort through. I don't know. I wore some of your stuff last week and I don't know if you want them back, but how about you sleep on my bed and I'll call you when I need you?
Sige, matutulog muna ako.
Okay, I think that's enough for tonight.
Anak, where did you learn that?
Oh, Lola used to sing it to me when I had trouble sleeping. Why?
I recognize it, but I don't remember when. Lila, what time is your flight?
8 a.m.
Okay. You know, did I ever tell you I've been to New York once?
Yeah, Lola mentioned it. Why?
Oh, that's right. You know, I was so terrified. Her Lolo and Lola were asleep the whole time, and I think I was in and out of sleep. Are you afraid, Lila?
I guess I am. I haven't been on a plane in a while.
Oh, I know, but I meant after the plane.
I'm not sure.
You know, your Lola will be very, very sad.
No, Lola will be fine, Ma. I'm more concerned about you, though.
Hi, Lila. I will be fine. Huwag ka mag-alala. Don't be afraid, Lila. Come here. Hidaya will also be there with you, remember? Oh, ano? What's bothering you?
I'm scared to leave because of you.
Lila, you're not leaving. You're arriving to live your dreams.
What about you, Ma?
Lila, I'll always be here.
Where? I feel like you're always so far away.
My love, I know. From now on, though, listen to me. I'll be here. I will always, always be here for you. Listen, ikaw ang buhay ko. Okay, come here. Alam mo, now that I think about it, I've only heard that lullaby in my dreams.
In your dreams?
In my dreams, on the plane.
Ma?
Flowers in a garden blooming in the spring, where the breeze blows so gently and the nightingales sing. Flowers in a garden blooming side by side, basking in the sun and reaching for the sky. Anak ko, ang aking mundo, my everything anak ko. I'm sorry I was blind to see how much you suffered and you tried to hide. The truth is our pain isn't all black and white. Now I see all the things I put you through. I see all the things I couldn't do for my child. I love you more than I could show. I'm growing, I'm learning. Pangako sa'yo. And every moment was a bitter chase for some joy that keeps slipping away. Though my time's running out and my memories fade, you know my love will still remain. Flowers in a garden, watching the sunrise, flowing like a river and guiding towards the light. Dalawang kong bulaklak, so tall and so strong. Please keep on blooming long after I am gone. For so long, I kept it all inside my heart for so long. I tried so hard to love and it just tore me apart. And the home I tried to make, I pray you forgive me for all my mistakes. And I hope we learn to love a better way. And I hope that you feel how loved you are every day. Oh, you've made me so proud. You're blossoming brilliant. Just look at you now. And no one knows what the future may hold. We'll plant the seeds and watch as they grow. Though the storms may weather and seasons change, you know my love will still remain. Flowers in a garden, growing day by day. I will never leave you, forever I will stay. Flowers in a garden, blooming side by side, basking in the sun and reaching for the sky.
Presenting the cast of PCN 46, Salamin ng Puso. Daniel Kyle Galang as Lester.
Zach Puno as Zephyr.
Kalisa Samili as Haraya.
Gabrielle Christina Ledesma Ambayak as Anya.
Aizo Gulapa as Uma.
And Angelica Mosqueda as Lila.
aking sinta, ano bang meron sa'yo? Pag nakikita ka na, bumabagal ang mundo. Pag ngumingiti ka, para bang may iba. Pag tumitingin sa'kin, mapupungay mo mga mata. Wala akong takas sa nakakalunod mong ganda. Halika nga, ulam ng aking mga mata. Huwag kang titingin na sa iba. Akin ka na, wala nang iba. Andito ko hanggang sa ating pagtanda. Mamahalin kita basta't pag nahulog. Nakahawak ako, huwag ka lang bibitaw. Habang buhay na ako'y iyo. Wala nang ibang nakagawa sa'kin ng ganito.
Y'all thought it was over already? No. The Pilipinx video always takes forever to say goodbye. My name is Gabriel Soto Kerming, and I'm one of your MCs.
And my name is Lana Duquesne. I'm your other MC. And we, of course, cannot forget about presenting all cast.
We have our PCN associates, Eliza Coleto, Kalisa Samili, Kayla Dorian, Rochelle Moniz. And then we have Catherine Alejo, Vanessa Villegas, and my kuya, Darius Molina.
Now, our wellness co-directors, my kuya Deamor Matthew Arvisabal and Karen Abigail Matulak.
We have our acting director, Pauline Rojas.
Now we have cultural component. Led by cultural co-directors Melanie Moneta and Sofia Cantuba.
Now we have dance components. Led by dance director Taylor Reyes.
Now we have choir component. Led by choir director Gabriel Garcia. And our music comp director Kayla Isabel Viernes Macalma. With music composers Abigail Grace Camacho and Jason Simbre.
We have our finance director, Samantha Joy Frias, and Caitlin Corpus. And we have our communications team, Daniel Kyle Galang and Rika May Moniz.
Now our stage design co-directors Justine Orebello and Casey Ausen. Along with their stage ninjas, Matt Apostol, Ava Gihama, Katrina Maniloto, Sofia Cantuba, Gabrielle Reyes, and Deomar Arisabal.
And now we have tech director Alex Gatos. Along with their tech assistants, Lana Duque and Darius Molina.
And of course, our
Pustria, Isabella Comenar, and Hannah Estelano.
Along with writing directors Joe Alvarado and Salamin Estonilo Camson.
And of course, our PCN producers, Lucky Julia Madrid Simsuanco, Danielle Aquino Soriano, and Paco Reyna.
And we'd like to thank one more time.
Light, sound, community. Now I'd like to pass it off to the PCN producers for some final thank yous.
Okay, we'll be right here.
Where do we even start? Wow. Thank y'all so much for our audience. We want to thank you for coming out to see this beautiful production, for supporting all of our cast who've dedicated so much time, work, and so much passion into this whole production. And we wouldn't be here without them and without your support. So thank you.
Again, we have a lot of thank yous to go through. All of these thank yous are very important to us. All of these people that made this possible, we wouldn't have done this production without them. So please bear with us.
So when we first began the PCN process in the spring of 2021, we never imagined the hardships and difficulties of taking on such a big responsibility as producers, especially with the expectations placed upon us as the first PCN back in person at Zellerbach Hall in 3 years. Though we faced many obstacles, we found ourselves motivated by our community, our passionate writers who took a chance on us to create such a beautiful story, and of course, the talented people on our creative team who poured endless hours and work into their performances to make this production possible. We hope that the story you saw today resonated with you in some way, and that you saw a reflection of yourself in our characters.
And of course, as Filipinos here in the US, in the diaspora, reconnecting with our culture, identity, and our homeland doesn't stop here. As some of you may know, Philippine Election Day is coming in just 3 weeks. This is a huge point in the Philippine history as the country's leader for the next 6 years will be decided. And everyone who can participate in this election should be able to exercise their right to do so.
That said, the overseas absentee voting period began on April 10th, but many eligible voters still have yet to receive their ballots. Even today, the Philippine consulates and embassies are still in the process of mailing ballots, and when they should have been in people's hands by the start of the voting season. Here in the Bay Area specifically, there have been many concerns regarding the delayed receipt of ballots and the lack of easy accessible information on the voting process.
If you're a registered voter, wanted to register but couldn't, still waiting on your ballot, or know someone who is eligible to vote, members of the League of Filipino Students, or LFS, will be outside with surveys for overseas voters, and they would be more than happy to talk to you.
And first, we want to start off our thank yous by acknowledging Joshua Bernaldo, one of our past producers for 46, who during the fall of 2021 contributed to our production with all of their love and energy by helping us in the recruitment process and early planning stages for PCN 46.
Today's production has started with you. Thank you.
We also want to thank the wider Filipino community here at Berkeley, to which all of our casts are members of all the 9 different orgs we have here. So shout out to the Pil community here. We couldn't have made, without your support, we wouldn't be here.
Thank you to our event manager, Chris Dunaway, as well as Gina Rose and all of the members of the Cal Performance Tech team. for making this production possible and making us look good on Zellerbach stage.
We also want to thank the larger Bay Area Pill community. Shout out NT Paso. We know you're out there supporting us today in our production. Thank you for being here. And we also want to thank Lika, who provided the culture attire as well as knowledge for our cultural component. And at this time, we now would like to invite one of our cultural directors, Melody, to give her personal thank yous to Lika.
Hello everyone, my name is Melody Moneta and I am one of the cultural directors of PCN 46. And at this time, I would personally like to hold a moment of silence for the Lika artistic director, Warren Manuntag, because he was one of the individuals I was in close contact with to obtain each of these cultural costumes, and he was the reason, along with Scarlett as well, they were both the reasons as to why cultural was able to be cultural on stage this year. And so I would just like to take some time to have a moment of silence because he did pass away the day after we received our costumes. So please take this time. Thank you so much. I only met him for a brief period of time, but he really touched my heart. And I'm oh so grateful to both him, Scarlett, and the entirety of Lika. Thank you.
Thank you, Melody.
We would also like to thank the greater Berkeley community for their support. Thank you to all the alums who came back to this year to watch our PCN. And for the alums who have provided ongoing support for us, especially at the Cha and Kuya Roman, and all of the members of the Pilipinx American Alumni Chapter. We'd also like to thank the past 45 PCN producers who have continued to cultivate this space, chart this path, and pass the torch along to us.
So now we would just like to start off with our personal thank yous. I would like to personally thank my family, my mom, who like Uma, uprooted her life to move to California when I was just 4 years old. Hailing from Dinalupihan, Bataan in the province of Magsaysay, this was my first home, and I am so grateful to feel those remnants of home through the Filipino community here at Berkeley. I want to thank my friends who've supported me throughout my 4-year journey here. Justin, Keisha, Ryan, Abby, Kim, and Alex, I love you all. My Pam, shout out Minty, my sib Elisa, Ading Stacy, Chris, Irene, Crystal, Ate Isra and Jules, as well as Kuya Jonathan, who've all made this place a home away from home. To Kuya Oliver and Kevin, who introduced me to the PCN space when I was just a mere senior in high school, attending senior weekend and seeing like PCN 42 Ma'ala for their preview night. And lastly, I want to thank my 2 amazing co-producers, Danielle and Paco. I couldn't imagine doing all of this without you both. And through the late and long work nights, tears and laughs, we've made lifelong memories that I will forever cherish in my heart. This is to all of us, to everyone on cast, creative team, this is all for you, and thank y'all for trusting us as your producers.
On to my personal thank yous. Thank you to my family for the continuous support. Ma, the cast says thank you for the portos. Ba, despite being tired from work, and despite always being tired from work, and Aliana from school, you will always drop everything to support anything and everything I do, even if it means an 8-hour drive back and forth. Also, I would like to shout out my family again because my Filipiniana sleeves are handmade by them. Thank you. Thank you to Arvin and the PPGPP House and the alumni who constantly gave me pep talks and are amazing resources rooting me in my final year at Berkeley. Thank you to my friends, Karen, Deo, Noel, Gabe, Wi-Fi, and those on PAA Board 53, who are all a big part of this production. You all mean the world to me. And lastly, thank you to my co's as well, Paco and Lucky. We started in this space, we grew together, and I'm blessed to call you my family. I wouldn't have been able to do this without you, so I love you.
Again, you all have charted and made history on this stage, being the first in-person show back on this stage in 3 years. Give yourselves a round of applause.
You've all made us proud with your passion and energy today. Today's show will go down in PAA and PCN history, and you all have contributed to its legacy. And we hope that you're all proud of yourselves.
We'd now like to pass the mic off to PAA's exec, Alex Gaddis.
Hi. So when I took on the role of executive chair for PAA, I made a promise. So can I please have Anthony Casasos, Mako Bermejo, Jillian Cruz, Oliver Ignacio, Madison Fan Mayate, and Kimberly Tablet please rise, as well as any other seniors from the class of 2020 and 2021, anyone who was part of Board 52, PCN 44, PCN 45, and Board 51.
We see y'all. Stand up. Stand up. We see y'all. We see y'all.
Stand up, please. This is the applause y'all deserve to have all these years, and you get it today. And on behalf of the Pilipinx American Alliance at UC Berkeley, I would like to thank the Zellerbach crew, who without their expertise and their help over these past few days, this would not have gone on. I want to thank the Philippine Studies lecturers, Tita Joy, Tita Chat, Ate Karen, who are often providing the soothing sounds of home for our students here on campus. I want to thank the PAAC, the Pilipinx Alumni Association at Cal, especially Ate Cha, Kuya Roman, Tito Larry, and Tita Melissa. It was oftentimes your stories of past PCNs that have triumphed through struggle have brought on encouragement and inspiration for us to keep on going, to keep persisting, and to keep showing our stories on this stage today. To the underclassmen who are on this stage today, this is your organization and your community now. We are passing it down. Underclassmen like Lana, like Darius, like Mayading Somi, and many more, you all give me hope for the future of this community. You all deserve a pat in the back, and I hope you enjoy these next few years, and enjoy it while you can. And now lastly, to the producers, to Lucky, Danielle, and Paco. I met you all within our first week here at UC Berkeley. We all did PCN for the first time together in 2019, and my hands are shaking, sorry. And 3 years later, here we are. I never would have believed that we'd be sharing this stage here today. And I'm blessed to have watched you all fall in absolute love with this space, to find your voices, to claim your space, and now to lead this whole damn thing. I live with Lucky, and I know Karen lives with Danielle. We have seen their 3 a.m. meetings. We have seen the amount of time and effort they have put to shield the stress away from our CT and our all class. They have put their all into this and their hearts into the show, and they believe they deserve all the applause that this crowd can offer. So give it up, please. And before I pass it, I have one more thanks to give. Sam Frias, PA's Executive Finance Chair. She is the reason we are in this stage today. With the meager funds this campus gives us, she scrapped together everything she could, and she got us here today to the Zellerbach stage. So please, thanks, Sam, and here you go.
can follow that. But yeah, hello. I guess I also want to give my thank yous. So with PCN 46 being the first in-person production in 3 years as a result of the COVID pandemic, increased costs over those years have really posed an obstacle for us in terms of funding the production and really bringing all of this together. So now that we're here all together and we put it on stage, I really want to give all of my thank yous. And so firstly, I want to give a huge, huge, huge thank you to our donors. I will be reading off their names. I'm very sorry if I butcher your names, but I will try my best. So a huge thank you to Kathleen Abenia Hune, Romeo Ferrer, Catherine Matovich, Sean Tan, Chelsea Largoza, Claire Cabal Karobi, Scarlett McClure, and Jesus Jet Lasiba. I also want to thank our amazing cast in CT for really supporting our efforts to fundraise on campus, off campus. It's really a beautiful thing to see the community come together and to really put on an event to raise funds for something that's so important to us. And especially as someone who is relatively new to the PIL community here, I think this experience has been so, I don't know, words can't really describe it. I didn't prepare this part, but you know, I just can't thank all of you guys for all of your help, your support, your guidance, and you know, for being so welcoming. You know, I can't believe that this is my last year here, but I think I'm definitely gonna be coming back for a while, and also to be here to support y'all in the future. And also with that, I wanted to thank our alumni for really taking the time out of their days to meet with us and to support us and to give us all of the guidance that we need to work with the university, to work with Sellerbach. There's really so much that goes on behind the scenes, and I really want to thank all of the people who have provided us for that support. Okay, thank you. One more thing, I also want to give a huge thank you to PASS, who also really supported us with funding the production. I think it's, again, like I said earlier, seeing all of the PIL orgs come together and really support the production, because even though PCN is under PAA, you really get to see all of the 8 organizations work together, booking rooms for us, giving us sponsorships, you know, and just generally spreading the word for our fundraising events, for the production, and all of the other events that we hold. So again, thank you, PASS.
And before we end this all off with Isang Bagsak, we just want to, what is it?
We actually have one more thing.
I just want to say thank you for everything, Prods. I've seen all of your hard work, and I have no words. For lack of a better word, y'all are amazing. Thank you so much, and happy graduation.
There's more.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait, there's two.
Okay, thank you for bearing with us. Yes, so before we end this off with Isang Bagsak, we know everyone's like super excited to see all of our beautiful cast members outside, but we would like to remind everyone that we will have to like clean the facilities before we leave, so please be patient as we like clear the area to make sure like we don't leave anything behind. Yes, so please be patient while we clean, and then please, meet us in Lower Sproul for all of the hugs, pictures, and love. But yes, if everyone could please rise and joining us with Isang Bagsak.
Going at you.
Going at you.
Half circle, half circle, half circle.
Half circle. Half circle. With everybody. Big circle. To those unfamiliar with Isang Bagsak, this started with the People's Power movement in the Philippines, as well as the Central Valley with the Filipino farm workers, like Larry Itliong, Philip Vera Cruz. Isang Bagsak translates to one fall. In this community, we also take the adverse of that. When one falls, we all fall. When one rises, we all rise. So please join us in finding the beat of your heart, because all good things come from the heart. And slowly join us.
We'll do a very slow clap, and then we'll yell.
We'll
and
make some
scream,
noise.
Make some noise. Okay.
Yeah. We'll start us off. Okay. Ready? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Curves close. Back up, please.
Back up for the